Hello, this is Mari Lane from the Buying Space channel. I have just opened this Frankenbox and I'm about to go through what's in the Frankenbox. And we have a beautiful note here with, well, I love butterfly stickers. Look at that. Let's see who this card is from. Ooh, sparklies. It says thank you. Hello, Myra. Thank you for your purchase. We so appreciate the support of small business owners. Hope to see you in the next auction. Best, Francine and Matt. So this is from Francine. Francine Finds. It's auction time is her channel name. So thank you, Francine. I love thank you notes. And here's a little thank you. And this is a thank you sticker. Well, this was originally $10. And there is a bird on here with other birds. So the necklace comes down to this ring, and then dangling are all these seabirds. That is cool. Looks like a dove. If it's a sparrow or a swallow. Very neat. Thank you so much, Francine. And here we have a scrapbook. Beautiful pattern on this scrapbook. There are some pages in this for your sheets already. And here is a place for a CD. So if you have pictures that you want to scrapbook with, you can also include a CD. And there is a protective cover on the scrapbook. Oh, that feels so neat. Beautiful scrapbook. Need one of these. I love it when I go to auction and I find exactly what I need. It's like, oh, I'm not going to buy anything this week. And then it's just like, oh, I've wanted one of those for a long time. Now, this is, well, let me open it up. I'm kind of losing the spirit of unboxings here. Shouldn't be telling you what these things are before opening. But, and there has been a rash of buying these on YouTube lately. I've been seeing them more and more places. And this is a cigar box. This is Fat Bottom Betty. And each of these seems to be unique. It's Deadwood Tobacco, Fat Bottom Betty. And there was 3 sizes of this. This was from an estate sale buy. Fat Bottom Betty has barcodes on here. So this is 10 handmade cigars from Nicaragua. Was what was originally in this box. And this was from the Drew estate. So that's neat. And the thing was, 3 different people got 3 different sizes. I got the smallest one. And 2 other people, and different people, got the other 2, I think. So it would have been nice if these were like in a set, because you can stack cigar boxes. And another thing, let me go ahead and open this one because I know this one's special. This is smooth. And this is from Nicaragua as well. Originally, this was sealed. Origin, intensity, and taste are, this is Comanche. It's beautiful and it's smooth. Now, a lot of people will take these and they will paint them. With this smoothness, I would not paint this. I mean, you'd have to put coat after coat, and you'd have to make sure that you were using the right kind of paint for it to remain on this surface. This is not like a traditional cigar box. And this has felt on the bottom. And this is from Honduras. And since it's got felt on the bottom, no problem stacking it on that because it's not going to hurt it. Now, people have gotten mad at me for saying this because I'm about to say something that if you are diabetic, you can store your insulin in a cigar box. And Beth, you were asking me during the auction, don't you have to refrigerate your insulin? Yes, to a point. You could actually, according to the CDC, you can leave your insulin out of refrigeration for up to 28 days. Now, if you put your insulin in a real humidor, you can extend that. Now, I haven't seen a number on how long you could extend that, but if you have an insulin pen or a vial and it turns a milky color, that means it's gone bad. But if it's still clear, it's still good to a point. So 28 days is the rule of thumb. And in a cigar box, you may get by with it longer. Now, this is the 20th anniversary edition of Perdomo cigar boxes and cigars. See, 20th anniversary best cigar of Nicaragua. So I have right now in my bedroom a cigar box with my diabetic meter and 2 types of insulin pens and pen needles. Nicaragua, 24 cigars, 20th anniversary, 6x60, sun-grown. Sun-grown, nice. So these cigars that were in this were not made in a greenhouse. They were grown outside. Okay, another thing that, okay, yeah, there's another one in there. Okay, getting excited because there's one of these. It's just awesome. Oh, I was saying earlier, a lot of people will take these and they will cover them. You know, and like with this one, it's too slick unless you have a certain amount of paint. But cigar boxes are collectible. And as soon as you put paint on this or stickers or whatever, you devalue this. And I don't mind. I've got storage issues, so I do not mind having these full. Oh, look at this. Perdomo, Connecticut. Wrapper, Ecuadorian. Binder, Nicaraguan. filler, Nicaraguan, strength, mild to medium, taste, rich to creamy, and finish, buttery, smooth. Hmm, sounds like a dinner roll. But this is a product of two different countries cooperating with each other in manufacturing these cigars. That's interesting in itself. And this cigar box has no uh, thing to flip to open it. It is open straight up. Bourbon barrel and aged. Torpedo, Connecticut. Interesting. So, here we go. Getting to the bottom of the box. Here we go. I think that's Bad Mojo. Long live the king. I don't know what king they're talking about, but Jesus Christ is king. Long live the king. Bad mofo. That's what it says. Oh dear. I think one of the cigar boxes I ordered went to someone else. There was a lot of confusion at this auction that the cigar boxes were at. I'll have to email her. It's been quite some time. She probably doesn't have it anymore. It's one of the reasons I told her I didn't want a refund when the postage snafu happened, or the postal shipping snafu happened, because I wanted that one cigar box. Well, actually, there were two of them. This 20th anniversary edition, but there was another one that had like a unicycle on it, and I won that one. So one of these is a substitute for one that I won, and I'll have to watch the segment in the auction over to see which one I really won. And I just, when a customer says, no, I don't want a refund, I want my merchandise, there's usually particular reasons for that, because they want the specific item they got. And I'm going to do another video about if you sell vintage or unique items, how that's different when something goes wrong, because it's not like I can go on Amazon and order that other cigar box. And if I do, I probably will pay much more than I would have from Francine. That's the reason I go to the auctions. But when I get a specific item and I don't get that specific item, I look at that as damage, because I won a particular item. I won this specific item. And if this had been replaced with another box, or, had, even if it's a complete and total mistake, the cost of replacing this item is what I've lost if I want this item. Of course, I'm not a huge cigar box collector, but I've gone to like Fenton auctions where Fenton collectors buy this particular dish, and every single solitary color Fenton had in it. And so if I went to an auction and I bought this from some of the people in the reseller community that sell these, and this was the last color I needed to complete my collection. I wanted to complete my collection by Christmas. And it got broken, or it was switched out with another color, another dish, another product. Then I had to go to eBay and buy this, and say I paid $10 for this at the auction. which is kind of unreasonable price. But if somebody offered it at $10 and I bought it at $10, um, and they didn't send it to me, they sent something else, some substitute, and they sent this to somebody else at a higher price because they realized after the auction, because they had seller regret, then I've lost whatever money I've had to pay. So if I go to eBay then and find one and pay $40 for it, then I've lost $30. So if I order a particular cigar box that's unique and it's changed out or mistakes made during the auction or the moderator had to go to the bathroom or something like that, then, and, you know, things weren't inventoried right, then, then I've lost the difference in the value of what I paid for the item and the actual value of the item if I decide to order it somewhere else. Now, in this case, I will not order it somewhere else. I'll just cut my losses because I don't believe Francine is malicious in any way. I think she's a nice lady, and I think things just got confusing at the auction. But, you know, it's still been nice to receive what I ordered. So there's not really any financial loss here because I'm not collecting every anniversary box from Piarmo. I'm just using these boxes for medical supplies and for jewelry, because I think if somebody comes in my room or comes in my house, of course, whoever hears this will know this, but this is kind of a good idea. I'll have a nice fancy jewelry box, and then I have a bunch of cigar boxes thrown in the corner, and my good stuff might be in a cigar box. It's called Creating Confusion. So, but these are wonderful for storage, whether you're putting jewelry or medical supplies or buttons or cigars or whatever. But anyway, they are good to store insulin in for, I would say, up to 28 days. Of course, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a pharmacist. I'm not any kind of medical professional. But I've read that on the internet, on the CDC website, up to 28 days. And that's without the cigar box. So that's what I do. And, you know, if you choose to do that, you choose to do that. And if you don't choose to do that, that's fine too. Because everybody has their own opinion. But I will continue to store my insulin temporarily in a cigar box, because if you take your insulin right out of the refrigerator, it's going to hurt when you shoot up because it's cold. So even though, you know, when I take weekly insulin, I will take that and leave it out of the refrigerator for a couple hours before I inject, because it hurts when it's cold. So you all have a wonderful and blessed day, and